Well, here we are at the very expensive-looking beaver suite. But the inhabitants today aren't beavers. It's a different kind of animal. It's the American heavy metal musician. And as you can see, there's evidence of hard drinking going on. Van Halen, I accuse you of drinking Perrier water.
This is a very
good
that's yours, babe. That's yours there.
I found it outside your luxury
It's
suite.
even shaped like you are.
That's very kind of you. I've always longed for a figure like that. Am I going to get a proper drink or what? What you drinking here? Is this an American beer?
This is Budweiser.
It's Budweiser.
Well, let's try one.
It's very nice.
Yeah?
Thank you. It is very nice.
It's sweet.
Okay, why don't you talk while we drink?
Right. We'll do. Now then, later on today,
very good,
at the Castle Donington Monsters of Rock, you're going to be playing in front of, well, they're expecting 65,000 people.
Are you paying?
And you must do those kind of gigs. They must be the norm in the States. Is that correct?
No, the average size venue in the United States is probably half the size of that. In fact, Van Halen's only really top billed a couple of giant shows like that, maybe 3-4 times in our career.
Yeah.
Most of them are indoors. It's just the difference in the size venues that you have in Europe compared to the average size in the United States.
How do you feel about going on stage before AC/DC?
Doesn't matter what time.
We're taller.
Yeah. But there's been suggestions, like in the build-up to Donington, that there's some kind of rivalry between you. Now, are you going out there to blow them away? Is it a battle of the giants?
It's not going to be a battle. There's not going to be any kind of rivalry. Maybe in their minds, but in our minds, we are going to jump on stage and we're going to play our music, and hopefully everybody will have a good time.
Angus, it's been suggested that this year's Donington is going to be a battle of the giants, a sort of monster metal showdown between you and Van Halen. Is that how you see it?
A month? What did I get? I can't even spell that word.
Is there that rivalry?
Nah, not really. We just, it's a different thing. They're more of a, what would you say? Pop band, I suppose.
Yeah.
Than what we are. We're more a rock and roll band.
I think what's happening is there's liable to be a sense of competition at the Castle Donington Festival. It'll be more in the manner of who plays Edward's solo the best, and ad infinitum. Have you ever seen the kind of, you know what a drag race is?
Yeah,
the cars with the big fat tires on the back. And they got the little skinny tires in front. And every time they make a commercial for a drag race in the United States, the guy goes, makes it sound like you're going to a Monsters movie. He goes, 20, got him, 20 nitro fuel burning top screaming trash. You'll rip your lungs out Friday. And every time they do,
do much voiceover work?
Yeah, every time they do rock and roll concerts, they do the same kind of thing. I've noticed that around the world. They go, Monsters of Rock are gonna tear your head off and go on your neck, buddy. That's right, Friday night, be there.
Hey, you're not telling me you're nice, gentle lads, really, are you?
No, what I'm questioning is who comes up with those advertisements, the advert people or AC/DC? No, I'm actually a very family-oriented kind of guy. I've personally started 3 or 4 since January.
Too many people, or should I say a lot of people, would say that all hard rock, heavy metal sounds the same. How do AC/DC try to sound different from the other people in that kind of market?
You know, a lot of people say that we make the same album, 11 times or so. And really they're lying. It's actually the 12th time we've done the same album.
Right. But do you try to give people the same things that they look for every time?
We have a style, and we stick more or less to that style. It's pretty hard if you hear something of us, you know it's us.
Yeah. But there's not really a conscious effort to make successive LPs, one LP different from the previous one.
Yeah, we always try to do something a bit new.
A lot of times we are asked, what do you think of the resurgence of heavy metal and the leather-clad people and whatever? We're just making music. We've been doing the same thing for about 11 years, the way the band is, and it hasn't changed. It's something that instills kind of it makes people joyous, okay? That's about the best way I can say it. As long as they have a good time, we have a good time, great, and we get paid a lot.
But it's quite well timed, actually, that somebody brought me this book back from America this week, which I think is terrific, and I thought it would be a sort of survival manual for Donington. It's called The Complete Air Guitar Handbook, Elvis Presley, Jimi Hendrix, Bruce Springsteen, and you. And then inside, when we get to the 8 best air guitar albums, number 8, anything by AC/DC. But number 7, unfortunately, Van Halen 2. So, I mean, are you appalled that you're lowering the stakes in the air guitar albums than Van Halen?
Oh, I'm upset.
Really upset? do you make your albums with this kind of technique in mind?
Yeah.
So,
we actually play like that.
would you say that the advice that they give here on equipment is correct? I mean, here we see the air amp. Look, there's a picture of the air amp. We have a picture of the wall sockets and, of course, the invisible amplifier. Just, do you use equipment similar to this?
2 plug holes, aye. Definitely. A couple of plug holes does us fine.
And just before I leave you, here's a little present for Eddie. That's,
Oh, look at this. This is a little
a few
air
tips for
guitar.
later on today. The complete
Thank you,
air
man.
guitar
Thank
handle.
you. Thank you
Invisible
very
guitar,
much.
as it's known in England.
And here we have a simplified
Let me take
version
a
of the
job.
joy of sex for you.
Ah, thank you very much.